Trying to get in my chat room here. Hello, it's Sunday. I put hello in there and it put Ellie in there. Ellie's one of my subscribers. It's really cool. All right, so I'm going to do some abstract here, some real cool art. Hello in there and it put Ellie in there. I got the microphone in because my iPad's pretty charged. Let's create some abstract. I'm going to use a knife. You've probably heard me if you watch me do abstract before. I like to use. I'm not one of the artists that splash the paint up there. I don't have anything to splash with, so I either use a brush or I like to use a knife. So I'm going to use a knife. I haven't used a knife yet for abstract. Let's give it a try. So I got different types of knives here. I think I'll start out with a small one and see where we go with it. And we're going to create some cool abstract art. Hopefully, maybe you'll get some ideas from this. It's I like the knife already. I'm getting some interesting shapes up there. Something you can't get with the brush. You can't get these shapes with the brush like that. So just right off the bat, that looks pretty interesting there. It almost looks like it was splashed on there. So let's keep going. The one thing I notice when I do abstract is let's keep the colors separated just a little bit, okay? Some room in between for other colors down the road, okay? And let the colors mix. My colors are all mixed on my palette. You can see all the different array of colors in there. Showed up right there in that one spot. See all the yellow, blue, a little green right in there, all those different colors. So right off the bat, the knife seems to be working pretty nicely. I really like that. Let's introduce some black way into here to create a mood here. Like some shadows or something. Instead of waiting to the very end, we'll get some shadows going right away here. There looks like a face there already. You wait for the end for the black, but with the knife, I think it's okay to put it on a little sooner. Now I got yellow here. We can fill in these little gaps that I told you to separate your colors out, and you could start putting different colors in these little gaps that are in between the colors if you want. But that, wow, this is really creating some cool abstract. This is just a regular diamond knife. It's fairly small. I have different style knives. I mean, here's a palette knife that would probably work as well. All right. I think this is looking really good. Let's throw some white up here right now. We might as well just start getting some layers going so you can see if it's going to work or not. Red is usually a good color to put on top for a top layer. It really stands out, you know, the color. So let me get some red. I didn't put any red on my palette. I have different colors of red here. I tend to like Alzerian Crimson, a really nice color, red. Got Cad Red. I'm always careful with the red because it'll really draw the viewer's eye to this color. It's really an eye drawer, that red. All right. I kind of don't like the white on here yet, so let me cover those spots up a little. Some more color. I can't get this effect with the brush, I'll tell you that. Let's try some green. I'll have to, I've been making my own green with yellow and blue. All right, I'm kind of digging this. Trying different things. That's what's cool about abstract. Well, I'm kind of getting a lot of colors in here. I think I've got enough going on. I'm going to try some lines now. And try and get some different attitude going here. That looks okay. You want some more red? Yeah, we could start picking and choosing now where we can put our colors. Are you talking about the pink color? The pink color is really bright. How's that? We'll put some over here. looking pretty good. Let's turn it. Let's turn it so it doesn't take on how my board is to the canvas. So it just doesn't look good, you know, one way. There we go. In fact, I kind of like it. Sideways look here. Now, the other thing I can do is, because this is acrylic paint, it dries pretty fast, right? Pull lines out so they dry quicker. A lot of glaze on my palette here. I don't have enough light colors up here, but everywhere you see white here, if I ran a glaze across the thing, all this white would change color. Let's put some more yellow up. I don't have yellow on my palette. That's why there's no yellow up there. Hold on. We need more yellow in there to get some brightness going. But if you're thinking about trying to do some, I think this is a good start. It's not, I mean, it's kind of fun. I just started using a knife. I haven't used a knife on this yet. I could, some of the abstract I've done without a knife, it's a lot different. So here's one with a brush. See this with what a brush does? The brush kind of blends in. The knife, the paint rather stays on and remains kind of vibrant. So there's different styles. This obviously is pretty bright. Let me mix some red and yellow and make some. Let me check my, let me get you guys involved a little more. If you guys think of something else. Like if there's a color that I'm missing. I'm not trying to really create. I want it to happen naturally, you know. I like that. I think the one thing I noticed is circular type shapes really work well with abstract, more curvy stuff. This is looking good. I need to, let's put white now. The white that I'm using isn't very good though. Let's see if I could get it to just lay on there. Because it didn't look like it was layering well before. That looks a little better. Well, this looks pretty good so far. A lot of colors, that's for sure. Or I'm gonna put something around the edge now. Obviously I can't do the knife all around, so we're gonna have to get the brush in here, okay? And I'm gonna put a glaze around the edge. I'm thinking of just a neutral color, since the first one I've done with a knife. I just want to keep it simple and maybe a nice gray color around the exterior. But thanks for watching. Thanks for all the hearts. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta open up the front window and then my side window. Hold on, I'll be right back. Even though I'm painting with acrylic, the stuff still is kind of potent. I gotta get some air flowing through here. It'll kind of like, it'll get to you. It's making me dizzy. All right, there we go. Get some air flowing in here. All right, so we're gonna do a nice glaze around the edge here. If you're new to painting, all it is, it's a clear liquid. You can kind of see what it does. It makes the paint kind of look really glossy. Maybe I'll do that. The next one I'll do with the knife, and I'll mix glaze with the paint, and it'll take on a different look. So you just put a little of this on your palette and then mix it with whatever paint you want. I'm going to use a blackish color, and it's going to end up looking, I want a light gray color here. See how cool that's looking? Let me turn it back up for a second here. I like it. I like it sideways though. I really do. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-ba. All right, there we go. Now it has some color on the exterior. Now the question is, should this color all in there? And it'll kind of it'll take most of the white away. Let's see, I'll do a little bit and see what it looks like right in here. What's cool about these, you can go right over the colors. It won't smear the colors if it's dry. All right. Well, this was a pretty good experiment here. You know what I think's going to look really good with this style is half brush and half knife, like both of them combined together is what I think you really get a good result with that. This is too busy right here. Let me get another paper. We're going to try it again, but with bigger colors and not so many of them, okay? Hold on a second. That's why this about 30 sheet. You get 30 sheets in a pack of these papers, and I bought 2 packs. So just to test my abstract art out of it. So I've already went through half of that. The more you paint, the more you're going to learn, okay? All right, there's that one. It was all right. It was a good attempt. But we're going to try something different now. Same knife, but with bigger strokes. So I don't have so many of them. So we'll grab a bigger knife so I can make bigger paint splotches up there. All right, here we go. I'll kind of blend it as I go. So bit. We'll combine the brush and knife work together. See what I mean? Maybe oh, look at that. I like that effect. Look at that. Creates more. I've done that technique before. Let's see how it creates more stuff. Look at that. Now that is really awesome. Maybe I should just stick with blue for a while, huh? Let's do that again with the maybe with a little bit of reddish in it. The same color with a little red in it now to get a different flavor. Maybe. Probably not going to change much, but man, that looks amazing, guys. We're on to something. We're on to something here. That was just one color. Ooh, I got an idea. Let me get the black. And now I'm going to use with black for shadows. And maybe just white for highlights. And maybe this will be it. Maybe apps with just a few colors. Okay. I'm still learning, you know, what my style is. I'm being true to myself because I'm not, I admit that I'm not an abstract painter. I'm a landscape artist. But you got to branch out and try different things, right? All right, let's put some shadows in here. So we'll just, the light's coming from the right over here. So we'll put shadows kind of like on the left side. Wow, that looks amazing. It's going to add like a 3D effect, some dimension to it here, I believe. We're on to something now, guys. So now I'm mixing a brush with the knife work. I think that was the right choice. Because I think that one I did with all knife, it was just a little too busy. You ever hear that term, it looks a little, what is that term? This is giving the painting some depth, okay? It's making this look like 3D. When I put a little white up here, it'll make this look like three-dimensional. This is my favorite one so far. Just kind of started on it. That looks so cool, guys. How do you get that with just color? Man, that is so wicked cool. Now, I don't want to overdo it because I like this look. I'm just going to maybe add some color, like a darker blue in some places, okay? Let's see if it... I don't even think I need it. So I'll just go for the highlights. Because I already got enough. I got enough different tones going on in here already. Dark and light blue. So let's try the highlights now. With the brush. So hopefully this is going to help it look more three-dimensional. Like maybe the light is hitting some of the spots here. I know that I know yellow goes good with. I'm not sure if I want to introduce another color here, except for maybe a greenish color would. I'll try that just a little bit. Maybe as a like I did the black on the side of it. I think that works just a little. I'll try some in here. I'm kind of liking that. We could make a few of these green here, like green fingers. Wow. Well, there's two of you. I made it. This is a pretty big breakthrough for me. Thanks for watching. Oh, oh, here we go. I forgot all about my fan brush. This is the one I really like to use for making lines. Let's try it up here, and then that's it. I'm gonna have to start another session. This is so cool, guys. All right, well, I'm gonna leave this one like this for now, because I want to start another one, and then I'll expand on this idea. I don't know which way this is going to go. I kind of like it turned this way, but let's try it this way too. I'm thinking it's going to be able to hang anyway, so I'll have to sign a frame or something. Bradley, yeah. I can't draw very well either. That's why I do a lot of painting. This is just, well, abstract, obviously. Let me see where I'm at on time here. It's only been 40 minutes. So I've done this so far. This one came out the best so far. Let me get another sheet of paper. Yeah, I know what you mean about drawing. But sometimes like I can't draw very well, but it works out for my abstract faces. Like there's an abstract face I did. But it looks so cool, you know. It looks like kind of like Picasso style. So if you're into painting, sometimes even if it's a bad drawing, it could end up looking pretty good. This really came out good. Look at the colors on there. We're going to try it again. We're going to try it again with some different, and so because I'm starting to learn a little more each time I do this. That was the whole point of getting this paper. I got 60 of them. It's just to practice on. And it fits that word just perfect. So there's two styles. I mean, you could either, I don't splash paint. I don't have anything to splash with. You could use a sponge. I don't use a sponge. I like to either use a brush or a knife. Oops. Well, let's get started again. Let me get some more colors here. Now that I'm going to use a knife, we'll have to, we'll get some heavy bodied paint here. I got orange here, so I don't have to mix orange. And we'll get some crimson. This is crimson by Winsor Newton. It's really good. It's probably one of their best colors, I think. Crimson for a level 2 paint. Naples yellow. I don't think I'm going to use all these colors in one painting, but well, I want to use purple on this now. So I'm going to mix a little red and blue here. I'll use up my red here. And I have to put a little white in it because it's pretty dark. Dark purple. Tone it down a bit. Alright, so I'm also going to use some glaze. The glaze kind of gives it a nice trend appearance. Alright, let's do it. Whoops. Sorry. There we go. I guess it's not really. It's like a dark blue, maybe a Winsor blue. But doesn't that look cool? You can kind of see some translucent marks in there. Now what I do I added the black shadows in right away with the brush. This time I'm going to use my fan brush to do that. And it'll create some shadows underneath these colors here. That looks so cool. I kind of like it in this position here. It almost looks like someone standing up. A head, two arms, and the leg here, and a leg down here. Like in a, maybe this could be a foot here. What's cool, abstract. I mean, everybody can see something else in there. This is just to create some mood, some shadows. Okay. If you don't put these black shadows in there, it probably wouldn't look very good. It really does look like someone standing, somebody jumping in the air or something. Like maybe this is his shoulders and arms here, body, leg. Another, this looks like a foot down here. Yeah, but isn't that cool? Well, you can see. So this time I'm going to put yellow, maybe some yellow in here. I don't know. I don't know if I should use light colors in here. Maybe orange. Orange. A translucent orange I'm going to try, and we'll start with a small spot first, see what it looks like. Bradley, right on. Yeah, Deep Purple. That's a good band, yeah. I'll try a couple different colors. That orange looks pretty good. I'll put some orange here and maybe some deep purple down here. This is translucent, so it'll go right over the black without smearing it. It's got the glaze in it. This is working out for me, guys. Starting to look like a dragon now too. The eye and the nose. It looks like someone's sitting on top of a dragon. You're probably going, what is he smoking? That's what's cool. Abstract art, man. Anything could appear. It does look like a dragon or some kind of head now with an eye. This face up here. 2 eyes, like a ghost figure. Make them stand out a little there. I'm really digging this one. I just don't know where to go next. I mean, because I've never done this before. I'm experimenting. I do like it. I like it on the white too. I'm not going to change the background on this one. So let me get the color wheel out. It does need another color, but I don't want to overdo it. The color wheel will tell me I do like a triad of colors here. Exactly where I thought it was. So what do we got? Blue and orange. So yeah, red, violet, or green. For triad, we could put some green and red, purple in there. I had purple here already. That all I got to do is put some glaze in it. Let's see what it... Let's see what it looks like. There's that purple you were talking about. Man, that actually looks pretty good, man. Digging this. Let's just put a little more in here of this. This is probably a cool way to do abstracts. And then I'll put a little green right in here and there. It says yellow green. Which I have. A yellow green. This color wheel works. It kind of tells you what colors go well together. Elsa, thank you. I just stumbled upon this. I was getting tired of using my, so I used my knife. I wasn't getting any good results with my brushes, so let me show you how it all started. I think I'm starting to started with stuff like this. Look at the difference, man. This is all brush work. This is the one I did before this one. Close. And then now we're at this style right here. Actually, I did this one first, but I put too many colors. too many colors, and then I decided to just knock the colors down to just a few, and then this is where I'm at. This looks pretty good. Let me put some green on this ghostly figure here. Looks like he's holding a head up there. And we'll put a little green down here, and that's it. That's it, guys. Let me get another paper. We're going to try another one. Hold on, since I'm on a roll. I have frames for these. I got to go down and get some more frames, but I'm going to go buy some of these frames from Michael's. These paper that I have fit in there perfect. That way I can sell them, you know, already framed. They're not the greatest frames, but I mean, it's better to sell art like this if it's framed, if it's on paper. I'll just have to include the price of the frame in the artwork, that's all. I'm not even sure, you know, I'm into... I know people really love landscapes here. That's what I am, a landscape artist. But I like to try different things, so I'm doing abstract. All right, let's try another one. Obviously, the color's got to be dark. To start off with, I'm thinking. Does it? Let's try red. Let's try red as the primary color. I have crimson red here. We're going to use that. A little blue got in there, but that's alright. A little blue got in there. I'm mixing a little glaze with it so it, as it dries, it'll take on color. So I'm having a hard time getting the red off my palette there. Alright, I think that's enough red. I may have put too much on there. That's alright, I'll try something different. Let's put the shell now. So this might help it out a little bit. Brand new. Perfect however I do it, huh? I want to put something in here, but I don't. You know, like something that's recognizable, but I'm hoping something pops up on its own. Like, I don't want to, like, flowers or something, or... It's kind of cool. I'm getting like a lobster feel here. You know how lobsters have claws? Rock lobster. Yeah, it does have more stuff in it, huh? Let's see what colors I gotta put with this one. Red. Red is, we could go blue, violet, green, and yellow, orange. We'll try that yellow, orange again here. Wouldn't that be cool if these started selling? Saturday I gotta go. I've got an art show on Saturday. This looks like a face right here. That orange looks really good with that, man. That's pretty amazing. That color wheel knows exactly what colors go well. Now it's also saying, Bradley, you like that orange? I'll put the purple up here. Let's try the purple. Can't really tell if that's purple. That's more of a brownish color. Oh, the red, that's the one I wanted. This one's more like violet. I think it needs to have a little blue in it. the other one was green. I always knew green always goes with red. Whoops, that's more. It up a bit. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ever Conehead, girly, thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's kind of experimental. All right, I'm going to put a little more black lines in it because I put so much different colors in there now. All my shadows. This one's getting a little busy. So I think I'm going to glaze red. Some of the red with the blue. Let's see what this does. I think that helps because the red is kind of really too bold for me. That works. Hey guys, that's it for this one. Let's turn it sideways, see if it looks any better sideways. I mean, it can go any way. I think I like it standing up. I think I got a little bit too busy on this one. Yeah, this one didn't come out as good, I don't think, guys. That's why the last one, I kind of only put a few colors in there. I kind of went overboard on this. Right on. Thank you, Bradley. All right, I'm going to run to Michael's real quick and get some frames, guys. I will be back and I'll be probably all evening because I'm off tomorrow. You know what? Here, hold on. Let's put some, since I don't like this one, let's put some shapes in here. Maybe we can make this look better. I'll put some eyes here and stuff. I kind of see an eye right here. And maybe we'll put a face there. I see another face over here. Something to think about. What side? Left or right? I'm looking. Oh, yeah, I see it. Wow, they're big. Shaded eyes here. Uh, Big nose right here. I see the pirate's head up here. Like this is the pirate's head. And then his face is right here. With long hair. Looks like a pirate's head there. This looks like an evil spirit up here. Oh, this looks like a face too right here. There's so many faces in here. Big round face. See that? With the hat on? I like when they appear kind of like that, you know, just out of the blue. Alright, well that's fun with that one. I don't like the red. I don't like the red, so I'm not going to use red as the main color anymore. Say red is too much in a painting. It kind of ruins everything. I'll be back in a little bit, guys, and we'll have some more fun with some abstracts.